We live in a world that runs on caffeine, notifications, and constant motion. We wake up tired, we go to bed wired, and then we wonder why no amount of coffee or supplements seems to give us real energy. But what if the problem isn't just how much we sleep, but how we live, eat, and think before we even close our eyes? Let's start with a truth most people don't want to hear. You can't fix bad sleep with more coffee, melatonin, or willpower. You fix it with rhythm, the natural rhythm your body was designed to follow, but that modern life keeps breaking. Every cell in your body has an internal clock, a circadian rhythm that tells it when to repair, when to rest, when to produce hormones, when to detoxify. And when you constantly eat late, stare at bright screens, or snack on sugar at midnight, you're not just losing sleep, you're confusing your biology. When you finally do sleep, your body enters a series of cycles that are far from passive. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins and cellular waste through a system called the glymphatic system. It's like a nightly cleanup crew that flushes away the byproducts of mental activity accumulated during the day. Then comes REM sleep, the phase where your brain consolidates memories, regulates emotions, and restores neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Studies from the National Institutes of Health and the Sleep Foundation show that people who consistently sleep less than 7 hours have higher insulin resistance, higher cortisol, and dysregulated appetite hormones such as ghrelin and leptin. That's why poor sleep not only makes you moody, it also makes you crave sugar and caffeine the next day. One of the simplest ways to improve sleep starts long before bedtime, with food. The connection between what you eat and how you sleep is deeper than most people imagine. For example, high glycemic meals, foods rich in refined carbs and sugars, can make you fall asleep faster, but wake up more during the night. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate more sugar and processed carbs had more insomnia symptoms compared to those who focused on whole foods and protein-rich meals. If you want real rest, dinner should be light, warm, and rich in tryptophan, magnesium, and healthy fats. Think of foods like salmon, eggs, almonds, oats, kiwi, and even a small piece of dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate, but only if it's low in sugar. These nutrients help your brain produce serotonin and melatonin naturally, the hormones that guide your sleep-wake cycle. On the other hand, some foods are real sleep killers. Caffeine, of course, is the obvious one, but what many people don't realize is that caffeine's half-life, the time it stays active in your body, is about 6 hours. That means if you drink coffee at 3 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 9 p.m. So, if you struggle to fall asleep, try setting a caffeine curfew, no coffee or green tea after 1 p.m. And yes, chocolate and energy drinks count too. Alcohol is another trap. Many people believe a glass of wine helps them unwind. But while alcohol might make you fall asleep faster, it drastically reduces deep sleep and REM phases, the parts of the night when your brain actually heals and processes memories. It's one of the reasons you can sleep 8 hours after drinking and still wake up exhausted. Around this point in the video, I want to invite you to support this channel by subscribing and sharing this video if you find it helpful. It really helps us grow and continue creating content that inspires healthier, more conscious lives. Now, beyond food, let's talk about habits, the lifestyle signals that tell your body when it's time to sleep and when it's time to wake up. One of the most powerful yet underrated is light exposure. Morning light, especially within the first hour after waking, helps reset your circadian rhythm. Research from Stanford and the University of Colorado shows that just 10 to 15 minutes of natural sunlight early in the day can improve melatonin release at night. So before checking your phone, step outside, breathe, and let the sun hit your eyes, without sunglasses if possible. At night, the opposite rule applies. Protect your brain from artificial light. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production, tricking your body into thinking it's still daytime. That's why scrolling in bed feels relaxing, but delays sleep. A simple habit: dim your lights after sunset, avoid screens 60 minutes before bed, or use a warm light lamp, and read something calm instead. Another powerful yet simple strategy: create a wind-down ritual. Your nervous system doesn't have an off switch. It needs a signal that the day is over. This could be a cup of chamomile tea, a few minutes of journaling, slow breathing, or stretching. Studies have shown that even 5 minutes of slow breathing before bed can reduce cortisol and increase heart rate variability, both signs that your body is ready to rest. And yes, movement during the day matters more than most people realize. Regular exercise, even light walking, improves sleep quality. But timing matters. Intense workouts too close to bedtime can raise your body temperature and delay sleep onset. So, aim to move earlier in the day, ideally before 6 p.m. Let's imagine what an ideal day for better sleep could look like. You wake up, open your curtains, and spend a few minutes in natural light while breathing deeply. You start your day with a balanced breakfast, maybe eggs with avocado or oatmeal with seeds, instead of a sugary pastry and coffee. Around midday, you take a short walk outdoors or stretch, giving your body a natural energy boost. In the afternoon, you slow down caffeine and stay hydrated with water or herbal tea. As evening comes, you eat a light dinner, grilled salmon, vegetables, maybe a small bowl of quinoa, and finish eating at least 2 hours before bed. Then you dim the lights, avoid screens, maybe write down 3 things you're grateful for, and end your day with quiet, gentle breathing. It's simple, but that routine tells every cell in your body, you're safe, you can rest. Finally, one thing we don't talk about enough: emotional residue. You can eat perfectly and avoid screens, but if you go to bed with anxiety, guilt, or racing thoughts, your body stays in a mild fight or flight state. The brain can't sleep deeply when it feels unsafe. One of the simplest and most effective tools is gratitude. Yes, it sounds cliché, but research from the University of Manchester found that writing down 3 positive things before bed helped participants fall asleep faster and wake up more refreshed. Gratitude literally changes your brain chemistry by increasing serotonin. When you put all this together, balanced meals, mindful light exposure, gentle movement, emotional unwinding, and awareness of your biological rhythms, you start to realize that sleep isn't just something that happens to you, it's something you prepare for. The day builds your night, and your night builds your next day's energy. True energy doesn't come from stimulants, shortcuts, or supplements. It comes from alignment, when your body, mind, and habits move in the same rhythm nature intended. So tonight, instead of scrolling through your phone or pouring another glass of wine, try something different. Dim the lights, breathe deeply, and let your body remember what real rest feels like. Because when you sleep better, everything changes. Your focus, your mood, your metabolism, even your sense of purpose. Sleep isn't the reward for living well, it's the foundation of it. If you made it all the way here, thank you for being part of this space. If you haven't subscribed yet, take a second to do it. It really helps us grow and keep sharing this kind of content with you. Take care, sleep well, and I'll see you in the next video.